So anyway guys, so I just woke up. I'm just going for a little walk over here in nature. To just show you guys very quickly, what I want to do is love myself very quickly and open up to a better way of life for myself. So no matter what I'm doing a greater life for myself differently. I'm showing myself every single day to love my life differently and to make sure that my life is nice and beautiful for myself. So I'm understanding straight away how I feel. And I feel very different. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly about life itself. I'm learning how to enjoy my life. I'm learning how to enjoy my life differently, and I'm looking for better ways to improve. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm looking to grow. I'm looking to have more foundation in my life. And I'm looking to help. I'm looking to help myself I'm looking to help myself to succeed differently, and I'm looking to understand much more of the feeling that I need to go and grow myself. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to improve today. So what I can do to improve is look for better ways of dealing with life. And that's it. Apparently it's much more how I feel. I feel I have to go and grow myself, and I have to watch Estiva today and how he does his music production. And then I have to go and just keep reading for a bit of time. I have to keep reading and reading to make sure that no matter what, that I'm learning how to grow my business and how to grow my music. I'm learning. But no matter what, I'm learning how to never suffocate myself. I'm looking for a better way of improving myself in my life. And then as I grow myself, I'm looking for something to do. And that's it. First, you must understand straight away that if I do something to improve my life, then I'm looking for a better way to succeed. I'm looking for better ways of dealing with my life, of course. And I'm looking for something to do. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm learning. I'm learning how to enjoy my life. I'm learning how to penetrate my life to be much greater. And that way I'm learning very quickly about life itself and how life comes together and how to control my life to be much greater for myself, to live my life. So every single time now I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning to help myself to deliver information. As I deliver information, I'm looking for better ways of thinking and strategizing to understand straight away how to feel my life back. I'm looking to feel my life much more. I'm understanding straight away to dwell upon something much greater than myself. But I'm understanding that life is moving on. When life is moving on, and you have to understand straight away that if you're somebody who needs help with some aspect of life, you have to go for a little walk sometimes in the morning to make sure that no matter what, that you love your life differently. And it's much more how it is, guys. Approach, it's much more how you guys need to go and grow up to become something much more. So the more you reach for the stars, the better for you. Unfortunately, it's much more how you have to understand straight away how to develop your interest in what you're doing. But TV shows is the way to do it, and you have to understand. I mean, you guys must understand that TV shows is the best way to perform and outperform people, and that way you enjoy yourself. And no matter what, I'm looking for better ways to improve. But no matter what, I'm looking to enjoy myself in the difference of life that I make. I'm making myself popular on YouTube. Well, I realize on YouTube I'm popular. I'm popular on YouTube. But every single day I'm looking to understand something. That there's a role to play and there's something to play around life. And it's not sure how different I am. I'm very different to other people. I'm very nice and beautiful, and that's how I feel around life. I feel different. I feel no matter what that there's plenty of time to do whatever I need to do, and that way I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to enjoy myself and grow myself differently. I'm looking to see exactly how to love my life differently and looking for better ways to improve. But that's how I see life, and I see life very differently. So no matter what I do, I'm looking to enjoy myself. So every single time I enjoy myself, I'm looking for a better way. I'm looking for better ways of thinking. I'm strategizing something down. I'm making sure that no matter what, I have that nice and beautiful feeling of life within me, and I'm making sure that I'm putting everything into paper and I'm putting everything into audio programs. So my audio programs is the paper I put everything on, and I understand straight away how to grow myself differently. So no matter what, once I wake up in the morning, I have to wake up and I start walking and I start doing my audio programs right away, and I live it that way. For actually touch on how I feel. I feel very different. I feel that no matter what, that life is very different for me, and life happens to all of us. But what you need to realize is that you need to become popular. And once you become popular, then you have to understand straight away that no matter what, you have to go your own way throughout life. And life is different for everybody. But you have to continue to do what you love to do. I mean, do you understand? So I realized something. I realized it's not sure how I feel. I say it's not sure how I need to go and grow myself regardless of the situation. So keep going and keep bringing out the best in you, and keep doing something on YouTube much more than other people, and that way you're somebody much more than them on YouTube, and that way you have to understand straight away that there are plenty of people who are going to be life coaches, and there are plenty of people who are going to be music producers and stuff like that. But what you need to do is grow yourself differently, and you have to understand straight away that you have to open up about life itself, and you have to do what other people are doing. You have to mimic, first you have to mimic people. And I see how people are doing it. I can see straight away the ideas that I have to do, and I have to understand straight away that I have to go and develop myself much more, so I can develop my crowd notice. So no matter what, I'm looking to be in front of people, to DJ in front of people as well. And that's it. Actually, it's much more how I feel. That if I put a mask on, if I put some kind of mask on, it's much more how I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly how to develop myself. But no matter what, I'm learning how to just enjoy myself. So every single time I develop myself, I'm learning to never put a mask on. I never need a mask to put on to enjoy my life. Unfortunately, it's much more how I feel. I'm learning very quickly about life itself. And that's it. Unfortunately, it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that as I grow in the spotlight more and more, I'm looking to understand straight away that I need to go and develop much more nerves and much more of my nerves in life to develop that kind of strength going forward. And that's it, approaching it's much more how I feel that no matter what, that my life is fully different and I have a different lifestyle than everybody else. But I'm going for long-term perspective. I'm going to be outliving people. And my strategy is to do better. But thanks to my mum, I understand thanks to my mum for now, I have a great road ahead of me especially. And no matter what I do, I'm looking for a better way to improve my life especially. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm always focusing on something greater for myself. I'm looking to help improve myself, to be different for myself. I'm looking to help myself to exemplify something better and different for myself to improve. And that's it. Most people must understand that if you never kill the animal, then just please understand to help yourself to do greater. And that's it. Most you must understand that no matter what, that you learn very quickly about respecting your own home and freedom in life. And that way you're learning very quickly about life and how to prosper. And you're learning how to enjoy yourself in the process of life itself. So every single day I'm learning much more quicker about life itself, to enjoy myself, to differently notice my difference in what I'm saying. And I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to enjoy myself in the best kind of way forward. And that's it. First, you must understand that no matter what, I see straight away up ahead and I see what's coming up. I see how to develop myself in more freedom. I have more freedom to choose about what I need to do. First, it's much more how it is. And I feel that no matter what, that my life is improving. And since I'm improving my life, I'm understanding something. I'm understanding that no matter what, that over here in Australia, I can become a rising star. I can become a rising star in people's hearts. I can make percussion. I can make stuff. I can make free entertainment happening. I can make free entertainment happen for life. I feel that no matter what, that it's much more how it is. And I can make great status around people. So no matter what I'm doing, I realize it's much more how I feel. I feel that there's a beautiful time to open up and to frustrate yourself, and to never frustrate yourself but to limbo around life. So you have to understand straight away that since I'm understanding straight away how I'm the one who has to call everybody, and I have to always perform and outperform people, and I'm learning very quickly about life, and I'm learning how to grow myself differently. I'm learning how there's always a different acupuncture to life, and since there's a nice and beautiful way of life over here, I'm learning very quickly about life itself. So I'm learning how to help myself to see exactly, to be alone anyway. So regardless of the situation, I still have to be alone. And it's much more how I feel. That no matter what, I'm never choosing the crowd. I'm choosing I. I have to be alone regardless. Because it's much more how I feel. I feel that I have time to see my life over here. I have time to be alone. And that's how I feel. I need to go and grow up. I need to grow up much more to see life in a different perspective. And I go for a walk in the morning straight away to just develop myself to be in front of an audience. I develop myself to be in front of an audience, and I move up. I promise you, it's not sure how I feel. So you must understand that no matter what I'm doing something for nothing. I'm doing something to help myself to succeed, and that's how I feel. I feel different. I feel that I have nice and beautiful ways of thinking. I have the skills to produce much more. I'm looking for myself to improve. I have more results. I can see more results now. I see with my Instagram, I keep going with everything. And I enjoy it. I enjoy myself, regardless of the situation. I'm enjoying my life ahead of the game. I'm enjoying what I'm doing daily, and because I enjoy what I'm doing daily, I'm never frustrating myself, but I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to help myself to improve. So that's how I actually help myself to grow. I grow myself differently. I help myself to help everybody else to succeed. Actually, it's much more how it is. So for myself over here, I'm learning to understand that people have success, and I can see how much success people have. But no matter what, it's all one number more than me. Actually, it's all one number more than me. Actually, just that. Actually, just that. Actually, although everything is one, and I have a successful lifestyle that they never have. Actually, they never have my success. Actually, everybody has different types of success. Actually, my story, my life story is different to their story. And my life story is improving, and I'm better than yesterday. Obviously, it's never a competition with other people, but I'm learning very quickly about how to have that nice, beautiful persuasion party going for me, where I'm doing and developing a much greater system, where I'm actually learning much quicker about life. I'm learning to help myself to explain myself to do greater. So anyway, since I'm actually understanding to put time in to grow myself, I'm actually understanding something. I'm understanding that no matter what, I have much more opportunity than everybody else, because I'm willing to do more words than everybody else. And that's it. You must understand. So I feel that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm learning to accustom to better ways of dealing with my life. And that's it. It's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly around life. I'm learning to help myself to become popular. And I'm learning to understand that no matter what, that Steve Aoki has a successful business of going around the world, traveling and doing music production. And it's very successful, I promise you. And what can I do to catch up to him? Well, I should just do my life. Actually, I'm never in competition with him. I'm doing my own life. I'm in my own competition range. I'm competing with myself to grow. I'm never competing with him. Unfortunately, I have veganism and he has meat eating. I'm sure that I'm never trying to do anything other than I over here. For sure though, everybody has success at something. So you have to become successful at something in life to grow yourself and outgrow people. And just learn. Just learn how to grow. Regardless of the situation, you have to learn how to cook, and you have to learn how to have meals for yourself, and you have to learn how to grow yourself, yeah? So the best thing you can do is delay gratification. And the more you delay gratification, the better for you. And that's it. I promise you, it's much more how it is. So every single time now, I'm looking to improve myself. I'm looking to help myself to grow. I'm looking to be on nice and beautiful audiobook programs like this. I'm looking to walk around and give you content. But that's how it is. And that's how I feel. I feel different. And I feel that no matter what, I'm straight away much healthier. I'm looking for something to say. I'm looking to help myself to deliver information. And that's it. Actually, you must understand, no matter what I'm doing, is I'm looking to problem solve. I'm looking to problem solve for myself over here. So once I sum up all the information I need, I go and teach it, and that's it. Or should I teach it, and then I go and find myself a great opportunity. But all the opportunities you need is coming in your face. Probably just for you. Probably you must understand, it's all different. And everybody's going alone, and everybody's alone in their own lifestyle. And you must understand that. You must understand that eventually you have to become so free. You have to grow yourself in your own eyes. To understand that no matter what, that people are creating beautiful music out there, and that music is becoming the trend. Understand? And the trend is, make sure you understand. Make sure you understand that no matter what, that you're learning very quickly around life itself, and that people are different in terms of their music. Everybody's different in terms of their music. But I'm learning very quickly about how to put together 1 hour music range of music. And I'm understanding that it's all about 1 hour music, and that's how I feel. I feel that nobody can teach me, nobody can teach me 1 hour music more than I can. For sure, although everything's done, for sure, that's how I feel. That I need to teach myself this way, regardless. And I feel that no matter what, that people in the music range over here only teach me up to 9-minute music. They understand? That's the limit for them. But for me, there's no limits. Unfortunately, I have no limits. But I can definitely learn something. And I can definitely have my own life ahead of me. And that's it. I promise you much more that I'm alive today. And it's much more that I feel much more alive than any type of moment in my life. But I feel that no matter what, that I have to escape the 9-to-5 jobs. And now to escape the 9-to-5 jobs, I have to do something out of the ordinary to get some money, to be in front of people, to do it for free. And if I do it for free, then I have to work 9 to 5. You understand? And that's how it is. I'm very sure though, it's more how I feel. I have no shame, but it's more how I understand straight away that freedom is the road. And otherwise they never give you money. For sure though, guess what? Try to give money much more. And try to deliver much more content regardless of the situation. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that since I'm actually doing a greater job now, I'm looking for a better way of dealing with life. And I'm looking for better ways of saying something and doing stuff. And I'm looking for something to say and something to do. So no matter what, the best thing I can do is to grow up doing much more aspects of life. And I'm actually understanding something. I'm actually relieving my lifestyle much greater. I'm doing something much greater than other people. I'm making sure that I'm learning very quickly about life. And that's it. I promise you, it's much more how I feel. And you have to understand that you have to grow. I promise you, everybody has to grow. And if you're dealing with life, make sure you understand straight away how you have to grow yourself differently, yeah? But that's all it is. Make sure you understand straight away. You have to grow yourself and you have to watch out. You guys have to watch out. And be careful that you never ever do something to hurt yourself. Do you understand? Be careful to never hurt yourself. That's how you actually grow yourself differently, yeah? And that's how you have to understand straight away to love your life in different ways. And grow yourself in the best kind of ways forward. And that's it. First, you make sure you're growing yourself. I mean, make sure you're someone much more abundant in life. I mean, you understand? I mean, if you become much more abundant, then you're looking for better ways to improve. You're looking to help yourself to grow yourself differently, and you're helping yourself to understand something that you reach for the stars. I mean, you understand? Well, it's much more how it is. It's much more how it feels. So if you understand how you feel about life, then you have to understand straight away how you need to grow yourself. And to grow yourself is to give more words. And that's it. Once you make sure make sure you're positive. I mean, make sure you have a positive scenario happening for your life, and give people your positive feedback. But no matter what, it's more how it is. And you have to understand straight away how you'll always have somebody in the crowd that you grew up with. First, if you grew up with a crowd next to you, you're always popular around that crowd. You're definitely popular in that crowd for yourself. I mean, in a sense, so no matter what, all you have to do is shush much more and do your work, while also communicating more words. And that's it. What you must understand. It's all about better ways of life. And that's it. You give your best job and do your best that you can. And that way you're going to understand straight away how to live life. But it's much more how it is. And it's much more how you guys need to relax and enjoy. And you have to open up about everything. So then you have to go and do what you have to. Then you have to do what you have to do to reach for the stars and to reach for more popularity. I'm sure that I see a better picture. I see how people get popular much more. And now, what's the next step for me? The next step for me is to get on TV shows. To get on TV shows. It's the next step for me. It's all different. It's all how I feel. The next step for me is to perform in front of crowds much more. And to do it for free. That's the next step for me. And that is how I grow. I grow myself, and I have to finance myself, of course. Although, if they're calling you to the nightclub, then guess what happens? They give you money to go to a nightclub. Yeah. If you understand that they're calling you, then you have to understand to ask for money for yourself to go there. And they'll give you money. And that's it. You must understand that. You must understand that's how that's how it happens. Like I said, that's how it happens for everybody. But no matter what I'm doing, I'm always enjoying myself differently. And I feel that no matter what, I can see how trees give shade in life. And I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to grow myself differently. And that's it. I'm learning how life is different for everybody. But I see how other people have to work in a 9-to-5 job today to make some money today. I understand that. And they have to make some money. And they have to do something, yeah? Everybody has to do something in life. And guess what, it's more how they study in university to be a school teacher. It's very simple to be a school teacher. But that's it. You must understand that no matter what happens, that you believe yourself to be greater about life, and that you understand straight away that you are never wasting time, but you're moving forward, yeah? And guess what, Parachute? Those people have debt, they have debt that they have to repay off because they have student loans, Parachute. But that's something that you have to be aware of. That just because they have free living in life, that they also have to pay off their debt. Because 6 years of university amounts to debt in their favor. And they have to repay the debt off to become a school teacher. In a sense, so no matter what happens, you have to understand how to grow yourself. And growing yourself is the best kind of outcome that you can make. And that's it. First, you look for ways to improve. Look for ways to encourage yourself. And look for ways to understand yourself much greater. Then, make your own self-education. Just make your own self-education in life. And do your own way of life differently, yeah? And that's it. Oh shit, not sure how I feel. I feel that if you grow yourself differently, that you are looking for better ways that you're looking for better ways of dealing with life, and that you're looking better in all areas of life always, to make sure that no matter what, that you can love your life differently. Which that's the case, yeah? Which the case is, reach for the stars. First, if you can reach for the stars, first you can actually dwell upon something much greater for yourself to improve upon, and that's it. I see how much work I need to do, much more than this, to be someone much more. So it's much more that there is a lot more work that I need to do. And I can see how much work there is. But I just continue. I'll continue doing everything daily. I'll stay consistent daily, regardless of the situation. And I'll move up, I'll move forward. And that's it. Once I have something to do every single day, I try to do that. I try to make sure that no matter what, that I'm looking for better ways to deal with life. And I'll never be that way. I'll make sure of it. I'll make sure that I'm looking for a better way to deal with life, yeah? And I'm looking for better ways to exemplify, to make sure that I pour all my money in the next few weeks to come into music production. I get myself a serum, I get myself silent, I get myself these synth processes, and then I make sure I make 1 hour music. And now that's how it is. I'll make a large improvement around this, and then I change the sounds totally. I make total new rhythm sounds. And now, are they helping me? Apparently, is the new music university helping me? Apparently, yeah. Which they give me ideas. But it's much more how I have to give my own ideas over here. That I have something much more as well. I understand that they can never teach me what I can. But they're teaching me ideas about certain aspects of life. And I understand that. So no matter what I'm doing, is I'm looking for greater ways of dealing with life. And looking for 1 hour compositions in terms of music to do. And that's it. Mostly it's all how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to improve my life. And I'm helping myself to deliver information. Because the more information I have, the better for me. I understand straight away that I'm looking for a nice and beautiful way of life to happen, just for me. And I'm looking for dwellings of my life to happen and to understand straight away how I feel. I understand how I can develop myself to become the best version of myself, yeah? First, it's not sure how it is. First, you must understand straight away how I need to DJ as well. I need to DJ in front of crowds. I need to give money for it. I need to give my own money for it. But that's once I start the 9 to 5 job, I can go in front of people and start doing all that in front of people. And that's it. That's more how steps arises. I promise you. I can start earlier. I see anyway. I see during this time of happening, I'm knowing that no matter what, that anybody can go anywhere at this time. But you have to quarantine for 14 days. A little bit that way. I'm honestly so much more how I feel. That I already have an 8-hour set that I can play in front of crowds. I already have all this nice and beautiful sum up of ability to play in front of crowds. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm learning very quickly about how I actually do my life and how I showcase my life. I showcase it moving forward with myself, and I'm learning very quickly about life. And I can make a short track. I can make short tracks here and there, and it's no worries for me to make short tracks. But you have to understand the chord progression. And the chord progression is something different always. And you have to understand straight away how to structure your music differently. You have to make different structures always. Honestly, although every single time I'm understanding something, I'm understanding how to grow myself differently, yeah? And I'm loving my life. I'm loving life differently. So a little bit that way, I feel I have to just enjoy myself differently, and I'm looking for better ways to improve. I'm looking to understand something. I'm looking to understand how life goes to the best directions. And that's it. First you must understand how I feel. I feel much more dramatic around my life. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about how to get up in front of people and how to deliver content. But I see how much women never care about me. And I see it. I see it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly upon understanding to just keep going and to keep enjoying myself regardless of the situation. Because after the coronavirus period, I get to go to Germany, I get to Basque performance, and what else? Well, that's it. Well, that's all it is. And I get to do it myself over here. I get to go shopping for clothing, to get clothing for myself, for my word I. I get to travel Australia as well if I want to. So first of all, I need to put all the money I have in right now into my music production. And I think all of these nice and beautiful plugins for my music production. But my laptop is good to go for the next 10 years. And a little bit that way. And I'm learning very quickly about life itself. I'm learning to use what I have to my advantage to help myself to grow, especially. So I'm understanding straight away how I need to go and love myself completely. So every single time I'm learning how to help and exemplify my life to show myself something different. I'm learning how to love my life. And you have to understand straight away how you need to grow. You should learn how to grow yourself, yeah? So no matter what, I'm learning how to just deal with my life much more differently. And I'm learning how to enjoy my life in the best kind of way. And that's it. promise you must understand straight away how you need to go and love yourself. So if you love yourself differently and you're making sure that no matter what that you're loving life, that you're looking for better ways to improve. And I'm just looking at a bird over here, and that bird's very quick to an ocean to grow itself. I can see it's just looking for food. And that's it. What you must understand. I understand straight away how I feel. And how I feel is different. So no matter what I do, I realize it's time to go and watch Estiva on how he makes music production happen. So I can go and develop on something better for myself. So I can learn something about music for myself. And let it be that way. I'll let it be. Move up. Move into my own compartment here. And do I need anything right now? I say just to grow myself. I just need to grow myself. First, what else do I need? First, nothing else except to grow myself only. First, it's more how I feel. I feel different. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly how to love my life differently. And that's it. That's how I go. That's how I go about it. I go about life differently. But life is putting a pressure on me to grow. And I have to grow. I'm putting my own pressure on me this time. And that's it. I'm not sure how I feel about life. And no matter what, that my life is time to succeed. It's time to succeed differently, and it's time to grow myself in the best way. Actually, if it's just me all my life alone, actually it's common bliss to be alone. And that's it. Actually, I can imagine just living life alone without anybody else. Actually, it's much more how I feel. I'm learning very quickly about life. That if I live life totally alone, actually the nursery homes wait for me in life. I can see that. But is it really true? I've probably, yeah. Probably nursery homes wait for me totally alone. Actually, if I'm totally alone, then nursery homes is something that waits for me. So I have to grow. I have to do much greater. But if I go with my mum, then a nursery home never waits for me, ever. Whereas it's different. But if I'm never totally alone, the nursery homes never wait for me at all. And I can see that happening. See, so if you want to expand the groove of your music production, guys, then put nice and beautiful sound effects in, such as whooshes and slashes of cymbals and rims and stuff like that, and reverse it so you can do greater. So you guys can get noise from that 3X oscillator in terms of the music production in FL Studio. I'm also watching music production courses while drinking soy milk, guys. So I drink soy milk while I watch music courses. I can totally drink something while totally watching something in life, so it makes no difference. So I can watch TV or I can watch aspects of life where I do my life over here, where I never watch TV, but I can watch anything while drinking something. See, this is how you guys make a track, you guys. Have to make sure that you make a kick with the percussion, with the bass line, then make an up melody toward it, and then make some rhythm melodies, and that's it. That's all you have to understand. And then make a little trance energy mix with energy note, with some nice and beautiful energy in the mix as well. And put some rises and some build-ups in it. Put some little bit of sound effects in it. And then guess what, Brush? You have your 9-minute mix. So you also add some chords in it and also a top melody line, and you're good to go. I feel, guys, that right now I'm just doing my life, but nothing can fulfill me in this life. Actually, nothing can fulfill me. Actually, no amount of money can fulfill me. Gosh, now, what can fulfill me in this life is speaking more words and silence, and the ideas and images of this world can fulfill me. Gosh, that fulfills me, yeah. Gosh, what never kills me makes me stronger. Gosh, what never kills me makes me fulfill. What never kills me makes me do much life in terms of my life much better. See guys, what never kills me fulfills me. In that sense, so as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways of dealing with my life. I'm looking for better ways to improve, but make sure you understand straight away how you can create a nice and beautiful mix of music with just rhythms and chord progressions. You can do a chord progression with an over-the-top melody, with a bass line, and also an up melody to go with it, and it actually does rock your boat, and it does work out for you. So whatever you want. And so you guys, never keep your technology close to a heater, because otherwise the heater will destroy your technology. I can say because the heater heats up your technology and then your technology melts it, and that's why. So anyway, so what I'm doing now is I'm lifting. I said, so I'm looking for a better way to improve my life. So anyway, I need to go for a walk. So it's much more how today I've been trying to live life. And I've been trying to understand straight away that no matter what, I'm learning how to grow my life differently. I'm learning how to just be on my own, yeah? Gosh, it's more how I feel. I feel alone throughout life. I feel it's much more how I need to make a life for myself grow. I need to grow my life differently, and I'm actually learning how to persuade myself differently to actually have a great time. I'm learning how to have a great time for myself. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm learning how to invest interest. I'm learning to have interest in my life, to become the best version of myself. So if you want to have the best version of yourself, then make sure you understand that you're never eating sauces like chili sauce, and never eat chili sauce, and never eat also tomato and barbecue sauce, and never eat sweet and chili sauce and sweet and sour chili sauce, and that way you're going to do better. If you want to eat something, eat chili flakes and pepper and vegeta is more than enough for you every single day. And I understand that this life is temporary, and I see how beautiful life can be. I see life is very beautiful when you understand how to live life, and it's much more how you have to understand straight away to live life. And I see how people live on a yacht, or they live on a yacht. And I can see how to live on a yacht. I see that luxurious lifestyle where you can live on a yacht and you can sleep in a yacht as well. And I feel that no matter what, that it's more how I feel. And no matter what I do, I'm looking for better ways to improve. And I'm looking for better ways to be in life much more. And I'm looking for myself over here to tell myself, hey, time to read music and time to invest my interest in music. I realize it's much more how it is. And I feel that no matter what, I feel strength, and I feel how strong a tree is and how strong a tree can be. But I feel that no matter what, the plants live life, and the plants are alive. I see it's much more how it is. Everything today is living. See, everything is alive, and you just have to invest your time into it. You have to invest your time into marketing your potential, and you have to show yourself love. If you can show yourself love today, then guess what, then you can understand straight away how you can be much more. But no matter what I'm doing, is I'm looking for ways to improve, and I'm looking for ways to understand my life. But I see every single day how to love my life, and I see how I'm enjoying my life. So it's much more how I need to go and grow myself differently, and it's much more how I need to go and love my life. So as I love my life differently, I'm looking for the grace of God to help me always with what He's done for me already. So what I'm understanding straight away is I'm learning how to see straight away my life in different ways. I'm looking for different ways to improve. I'm looking to help myself to succeed. So no matter what, I see the difference between the space. See how much space I have in my daily life, and it's much more how I need to grow myself differently. And as I grow myself differently, I look at the different aspects of life and how much more a dog can be when he lives in nature and Mother Nature. I focus on understanding I'm focusing on understanding that every single time I learn to, in terms of to do something, I'm learning that nice and beautiful favour of life. And I'm learning to just help myself to watch people be successful. And it's the best I can do. Actually, it's the best I can do. So no matter what I can do, something greater for myself, which is just learn how to appreciate myself, and I'm learning how to enjoy having my health. So my health is number one. See, my health is number one, and I want to keep it that way. I want to make sure that I can breathe always, because I'm not saying that how I was before with no health, and I'm learning very quickly about life and how I'm never ever in addictions. I never have addictions to life, and I have more control over what I eat and what I do in life. So it's much more how I feel that no matter what I'm doing, that people can provide a lifestyle for a woman. And for myself over here, I feel I need help from my mum to be able to do that. Feel it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that it's much more how I see my life over here, and it's much more how I'm going the freeway to provide for my family, and it's much more how I see straight away how it just works out for me this way. But I ask Jesus Christ, does he have shame to be with his mum, where his mum may give him money to have a kid and stuff like that? So Jesus Christ says, nah. And he says, have no shame about life. I see it's much more just have no shame about what you're about to do in life. But follow God's principles. And there's plenty of people who receive money from the government today, and just have no shame about that either. And you have to understand straight away how life is. And you must understand how to grow yourself, yeah? So you have to make something of yourself. But to make something of yourself, then learn how to talk to people. I mean, if you learn how to talk to people, then you'll learn how to enjoy yourself differently, yeah? And you'll find a nice and beautiful way of life differently, yeah? And that's it. Actually, it's more how it is. See much more about life. See how people are doing their way of life differently, and learn how to grow myself differently, yeah? I'm learning to understand straight away how my life is, or my life is different. And now, because my life is different, I'm making sure you guys understand that I need to have a better way of life. So, sticking with my dad over here is much better for me now. And life is going to throw me somewhere. And eventually, I'm going to be with my mum. And then eventually, from that point on, I have to go into a superstar from that point. Or you have to go into a superstar from that point. So the more money and the more I throw into lifting myself now, I tend to go and really power through. I have to power through. And I have to watch people make their music and make their aspects of life differently. I have to see how they're making music, and I have to see how I can go and deliver content differently, and I have to motivate myself to watch people, and I have to watch how they do life differently than I. And then that way I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to grow myself, yeah? Actually, that's all you have to do, and just keep it up with your business, and keep up the business, and keep up going with your life differently. And if you're enjoying yourself, then show yourself much more love and interest today, and that way you're really much more open, and you're much more open toward life, because you can do life much greater. Oh, I see it's getting hot around here. So much more how it is. So find a way to find yourself doing greater. So every single day I'm learning how to actually perform in front of a crowd, and I'm learning how to actually do my life much greater. So I find interest. That's how I actually learn something in the process of what I'm doing. Is I'm learning how to actually have a nice and beautiful time with myself, and that's how I actually live my life. I live my life differently. So that's how I actually do my life now. I'm very curious about Esteva's way of making music now, so I can go and see how he makes music so I do better. So guys, in your music sounds you can leave your nice and beautiful music into your word I, and what you do is you go into the word I and you explain everything that you can, and you go and use a low pass on all your instruments to make sure that you can put it at whatever sound design you want so you do better. So guys, you can use Boo Bass in order to use your bass line, and for sub bass and all that you can use Boo Bass in FL Studio with all your bass lines with Nexus and with plugins, so you do better. So you guys, you can use a free filter to color in your sounds and to make it much more appropriate with high frequencies and low frequencies, which is a free filter, and you use a free filter to do this so you do better. So anyway, what's important guys is understanding straight away that if you're growing yourself, just make sure that no matter what that you learn to behave, and make sure that no matter what that you're learning very quickly about life, and you must be understanding straight away how to live life much greater. So do much more work. See anyway, so as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to deal with life. I'm looking for a better aspect of life differently, and I'm making sure I'm learning very quickly about my life. And I'm understanding something. I have success, but I'm never dying. And I'm just learning. I'm learning how to grow myself in the midst of what I'm doing, but it's much more how the sound is amazing sound, but it's never quite there yet for me. And it has to be there yet. First it has to be there. That sound, that sound right there, in terms of the first sound, probably never makes sense. But now I make sense when I say something, when I'm just delivering content. So I'm delivering something nice and beautiful, and you must understand straight away that no matter what I'm doing, that life gets messy, and since life gets messy, that you enjoy your life and talk about yourself and talk about what you want out of life, and you want to see yourself fighting addiction and fighting the way of life in the way of speaking positively with yourself. And does it make a difference if your family is next to you or never next to you? Well, guess what? Well, it makes no difference. It makes no difference. Make sure that you make a difference though. It makes a difference for you only to grow yourself into the best version of yourself. But nobody can help you do that unless it's just you. So no matter what, I'm learning very quickly how to actually just grow myself in regards to what I'm doing. And I'm learning how to study music. I have to be studying music all along. I just have to talk and out with myself to study more music and to watch more music production theories, and I have to study the theory to be able to apply the doings of life. And that's it. If you can just watch and watch and watch and watch and watch, then you can do and do and do and do as well eventually. So you must understand eventually it's just the way it is. So learn how to have yourself the best time with yourself to learn how you need to grow yourself, yeah?